another key, though, Jeff, and we'll leave it here after this. Will China, at the end of these negotiations, at the end of the summit, actually stick to what they agreed to? Because recent history, past history, dictates that they do not typically do that. Oftentimes, a week after a summit like this, they'll renege. So what do you think?
I think you're right about that, and I think that's part of the reason we're having this summit to begin with. One of the ways we've framed this engagement is as kind of a compliance checkpoint after Busan. So President Trump, President Xi met in South Korea last October. We saw this as a way to sort of check in 6 months later and see, are the Chinese upholding their commitments? I mean, part of the reason that China hawks get nervous around the time of these summits is that historically the Chinese diplomats have frankly outplayed their American counterparts. To victim, we have sort of fallen trapped to this engagement construct that China likes to create, and China has not fallen through on its commitments. And I think President Trump is right to have these checkpoints every few months and say, look, if you're not meeting your commitments, we're going to scale up sanctions or export controls or tariffs, and we need to hold to that.
And that's great on the surface, but you always do have to remember that she is playing the long game to overthrow the United States as the leading superpower. So there is also
the big nugget there. Yeah.
The big nugget there. All right, Jeff Smith, director of the Heritage Foundation's Asian Studies Center, we thank you so much for joining us.